going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of This is Outlook. We got Reagan Lyons coming with WB, Wilson Carter, G. Look, the Grizzlies. We're in town to take on the Wizards. Cardell, you in the building. You can share your thoughts on that one.
It was a blowout. It was trying to watch my lanes, but it was a thorough beatdown. I know Memphis hung with them after the first quarter. It was pretty close to the 35-31 Wizards. After that, the Wizards buckled down with their defense, and they just suffocated. They suffocated Memphis. They didn't let Ja Morant get going. Ja Morant loves to get in the paint, get off in transition, and they didn't allow that. They got back in transition, and the thing about the defense I love today, they clouded the paint, and they made Memphis have to knock down open shots, and they couldn't do it. They held them to 19%. Memphis only shot 6 of 31 from deep, and if you can't do that, it makes why adjust? I'm gonna keep giving you the jump until you make it, and they couldn't adjust. Um, in the first half, it looked like Jaren Jackson was on to a good game, 13-6, doing a little bit of point forward skills. He had the Wizards off balance. They held Jaren Jackson to 13 points and 9 rebounds. He didn't do anything in the second half. John Morant, like I said, 4-17, MVP candidate. Didn't do anything. Their defense was outstanding, and they kept the pressure on because they made shots. 7 Wizards players scored in double figures. Um, they shot 40% from deep, 58% from the field as a team. 34 assists. That's probably the stat that sticks out the most. They had 34 assists tonight. You can't guard a team that has 7 players in double figures on 34 assists. It's just, who do you stop? You know what I mean? And that's what happened. So it was just an all around beatdown tonight. It seemed like Memphis at the end of a road trip, they kind of exhausted or whatnot. And they made a play the factor, but it's the NBA. You gotta find a way to get it done. So the Wizards, they jumped on them in the second quarter, and then just finished them off for the last 3. And we get ready for the Bucks.
All right, right? Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that was a perfect game, man, all around. And that's what we're aiming to see from them. I know every game isn't going to be isn't going to be this lopsided, but if they defend like they did tonight and they move the ball now aggressive and decisive like they were tonight, I give them a chance against anybody in the league, to be honest. Against Toronto, we saw just the offense just wasn't, fluid. It was a completely different story tonight. They got a lot of quality looks on ball movement and being aggressive, attacking the paint, and able to kick the ball out to open shooters. So that's what we want, man. If there weren't a lot of times tonight I was thinking, why would they take that shot? And I found myself saying that a lot on Wednesday. But they were getting good rhythm shots, and the result is obvious, man. They made a lot of them. They 58% from the field. I mean, that's just dominance. And defensively, I mean, they out rebounded Memphis by 15, I think. 14. Memphis had 39 rebounds. Wizards had 53. I mean, they controlled the boards. They controlled the paint. They didn't let Memphis get easy baskets at the rim. And they defended the 3-point line. I mean, they was just all over them, man. And it spilled over to the other end because they were able to get out and get easy baskets. Then on offense in the half court, they executed. So, if they play like this, they're going to be tough to beat.
All right, Ray, since you just finished up, we'll start with you. Who did you have for your player of the game?
Oh man, this was truly a group effort, man. But if I got a single for somebody out, I give Gafford some love, man. He kind of set the tone. He got things going in the first quarter, and on both ends, and yeah, that energy was just contagious, and it just yeah, man, they got rolling, and it led to a huge victory.
All right, Cardell, your player of the game?
Raul Neto, 15 points, 7 to 8 shooting, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 26 minutes off the bench. he was a big test with John Moran, and he made John Moran work on the other end. So John Moran, when John Moran was trying to get aggressive, he kept him off balance, man. He couldn't get a rhythm because of Neto. And I think that if you saw Moran, I think that pretty much just cuts the head off the snake, so to speak, with Memphis. And I think Neto did a great job of that when he came in.
All right, Cardo, we'll stick with your X Factor. Then we'll go to Ray.
Wes Unseld for calling them out after last game, that forced them to have to respond tonight, which they did. So uh, him not being shy about calling them out early in his tenure, his first season, a bunch of veterans that have won championships in this league, and he let them have it after last game, and like I said, they responded. So he was an X factor, just a coach, not letting them slide with BS. You know what I mean? Y'all seen come in flat, unfocused, and had that type of game. And they responded in kind. We'll see what it is when the champs come in here on Sunday, though.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a little bit different. No disrespect to Memphis. When 30 when Mr. Greek walks into the building. For you, Ray, though, your X Factor is tonight.
Um, I like that, man. I'm gonna double down because that's the type of stuff you need from from leadership. And they played a subpar game, and it was unacceptable, and he addressed it. And that's how you light a fire under your team. And for them to respond that way, even as a first year coach, it shows that he has their ear and he has their attention, and he can he can get games like this out of them. After being critical after a tough loss. So if in a situation where the respect isn't there, or if players aren't responding to your coach, they're not going to respond to a statement like that after a tough loss. So it's good to see that he has control of the locker room that way, and they were able to come out and perform as expected.
All right, Cardell, you're free to go ahead and get on your way if you need to. Ray and I get to a couple of the comments, and I'm gonna get to the Go Go. They had their season opener tonight. They got like a home and home with the Westchester Knicks, so we'll get to that in just a bit. But did you have any final words, Cardell?
Yes, sir. I'll see y'all later.
All right, man. Get home safe. And Ray, with some of these comments, the first one, like you guys both mentioned about Coach Ansel calling them out, and they responded.
Yeah, man, that it was last game was unacceptable, and it's good that he you play a game like that early in the season. Honestly, sometimes coaches would probably just chalk it up to exactly that, but it's good that he's able to go ahead and just nip that in the bud immediately, because and then especially coming off a loss and then playing that way, if they would have came out like that again tonight, that's 3 losses in a row early, and early struggles often are hard to regroup from. So it's good that he kind of gained control of that situation.
For sure, because all the, I'll just say all the good faith that they put in, so like this early, but it kind of went out the window, sliding into, who's coming in here on Sunday. All right, another comment just about a beautiful game tonight. B Niz was doubling down. The Bucks going to call them out. I don't know. All I'll simply say with that is there's a reason this group is different than the group from last year. There's more vets in this group. There's people that won championships in this group. You can't say the same for that group last year. That's all I really got as far as that would go. And I see you with the eyes, but I'm not getting into what I could have, should have, babies and positive. But I will agree with this statement. Coaching is key. And more, the biggest part about the coaching thing is players don't buy in. It doesn't matter. I think the biggest thing is her Brad talking about it, I think earlier this week, talking about these guys bought in. Like, I think that goes a long way. Okay, how good the coach is. You don't get the buy-in. It's irrelevant and it doesn't matter. And sticking with the coaching thing, I guess that's a nice segue to slide over to the Go-Go. They beat the West Chester Knicks tonight, 107-103 in the season opener. Mike Williams got his first win, and you want to talk about a guy buying in or playing for the man in charge. They went down 20 plus and just want to rally back. Beat the Knicks again, 107-103. They were down 22-2 at one point, like the worst start Yeah, Ray. So you'll be here tomorrow night. See, pretty much had this conversation with you. They went down 22-2 in this one. They were down 31-13 at the end of the first quarter. They found their way back. But the Knicks really weren't trying to give up their lead, even at halftime. Um, Capital City, I was about to say Washington, Capital City was down by as many as 17. They kind of really took over the big third quarter. The guy who kind of spearheaded was Jordan Goodwin, and Kyrie Walker kind of finished that good quarter off with he hit a three, and then he hit a foul line, like a contested foul line jumper that he banked. I don't think he called glass, but it went in, and it got the crowd back into it. Heading into the fourth, it was within single digits. They clawed their way out of it. They were like Yayi made a couple big plays late, but it was Jordan Goodwin again. Got a big steal late, hit the free throws. No, I'm sorry, he got a big steal. Went down in transition. Had a shot glass, but they call it a goaltend. So 2 points count. And then I think Hall for the Knicks took an ill-advised three. Things that we've talked about on the senior level. People take ill-advised shots, and it cost them a little bit, but they were able to hold on. But again, they came from 20 plus down in this one to get the win. Crowd really got into it, and it was a good way for Mike Williams to start his tenure as a coach. Obviously had a game ball, came up to the stands, family showed him some love and whatnot, but it wasn't a bad opener, but it definitely looked bleak early, like for sure. But the Knicks were led by MJ Walker and Brandon Williams, 24 and 22 respectively. Lucas Seminich, he's tough. He had 15 points at the half. They missed him in the second half because I think he had a leg injury and didn't come back.
Mm.
But Jordan Goodwin had 30 points, 8 boards. Kyrie Walker and Isaiah Todd had 15 apiece. Isaiah Todd showed a little bit of it's crazy how just like a year goes by, so
Hmm.
much more confident than the kid that we saw for the G League Ignite last year. Like for the Ignite, we saw Kumaga and Green be uber confident in the G League,
Hmm.
but it still did benefit Todd because he's dumb confident now, and it's fun watching him figure out what he can and can't do on this level. But he's doing it with such conviction that I'm just interested to see what's up next, right? And then Jamie Echinike, I'm sorry, had a double double with 14 and 10, but it was again we're talking about the senior group with the defensive end that side of the floor. That's what got him back in this game. And B Mizzle, we appreciate you, man. We know you are a world class troll, but we appreciate you for what you are. It's all good. Don't worry. We understand. But so yeah, you'll be here tomorrow night. But it was a good start, man. Obviously, probably don't want to repeat this type of start because it's not a great look. But again, it's not a bad way to open the Mike Williams campaign. They really responded to him. Again, there's players on this team that are probably older than the coach, so keep that in mind.
Right.
But like he had real good command though. Like throughout everything, told his folks to calm down. Like you couldn't tell him, first time head coach. You just really couldn't tell. But it was a good bump. I was kind of sad didn't get to see Jericho Sims from the Knicks because that would have been fun. 'Cause if you guys know who Jericho Sims is, pogo stick with muscle. Um, but they'll be here tomorrow night. Ray will be here for that. Don't forget, we'll see you guys Sunday for Wizards Outlook and any nights that we have Go and Wizards together. You guys, we're going to mention the Go in the second half of our show. But y'all have a great evening. For Ray, Cardell, myself, see you guys soon.